Imagine this. You wake up tomorrow, and hiring just one skilled worker from abroad suddenly costs your company $100,000. Who pays? Your boss? The government? Maybe you. Because behind the headlines, there's a secret about who actually wins from this fee. And I promise I'll reveal it at the very end. You won't see this part on cable news. Hey, I'm Sophia, and welcome back to USA Watchdog Files. Today, we're diving into America's $100,000 visa shock, the new fee shaking up companies, workers, and entire industries. Here's what you'll learn by the end of this video. What this $100K fee actually is, who pays legally versus who pays in reality, the industries and states hit hardest, and the hidden winners nobody is talking about. Stick around. You need the full picture. What happened? Okay, let's break it down. On September 19th, the White House signed a proclamation adding a massive $100,000 fee tied to new H-1B petitions. That's the visa companies use to bring in high-skilled foreign workers like engineers, software developers, and researchers. The official reason is to prioritize higher-paid workers and, they say, protect American jobs. But the details are messy. Some parts are already in effect through executive action. Others are tied to proposed regulations still going through public comment. Expect lawsuits, expect delays. And here's the key. While the government says this will help U.S. workers, experts warn it could shake up hiring pipelines, innovation, even the future of entire industries. How big is this really? Economists are already running the numbers. J.P. Morgan estimates this fee could cut work authorizations by 5,500 a month. That's 66,000 fewer skilled workers coming to U.S. jobs every single year if the trend holds. Think about what that means for startups, tech companies, and even hospitals who rely on specialized talent. And the Peterson Institute says restricting high-skill immigration like this historically slows down innovation and productivity. So, yeah, the impact could be huge. Who pays on paper versus reality? Legally, the fee falls on the employer filing the H-1B petition. That's clear in the government's own FAQ. But here's the thing. Just because the law says the employer pays doesn't mean that's where the cost stays. Companies adjust. Costs get passed along, maybe to clients, maybe to consumers, maybe even to workers through lower hiring budgets or reduced salaries. The law tells one story. Economics tells another. Who really bears the cost? So who really pays? Let's break it down. Big tech companies, the Googles, the Amazons, can sometimes afford the $100K fee for rare senior hires they desperately need. But they'll cut back on lower-level hires or move jobs overseas instead. Staffing and IT consulting firms, they're in trouble. Their entire business model relies on sponsoring large numbers of H-1Bs and placing workers at client sites on tight margins. For them, a $100K fee is brutal. Some will raise prices. Others will stop hiring. Some could disappear altogether. Startups and small businesses, they'll likely stop sponsoring H-1Bs entirely. Most can't justify the cost when they're trying to survive their first few years. Universities and research institutions, some may be exempt because of cap rules, but it's not always clear. Industry-funded research roles could still feel the squeeze. Bottom line, employers write the check, but the costs ripple out everywhere, to workers, to consumers, and even to U.S. innovation. Who's hit hardest in industries and states? Geographically, the pain will concentrate in states with heavy tech and consulting work: California, Texas, New York, New Jersey, and Virginia top the list. Industry-wise, tech firms, IT consulting firms, and specialized healthcare providers relying on foreign doctors or nurses will feel it first. And this matters because these states and industries drive big chunks of America's economy. How companies are already reacting. Here's how businesses are responding right now. Freezing sponsorships until the rules become clearer, shifting to remote international hiring, letting foreign workers stay abroad while working for U.S. companies, passing costs to clients, meaning higher prices for services, automating or restructuring roles to need fewer workers altogether, preparing lawsuits and lobbying campaigns to fight the rule or carve out exemptions. For some small consulting firms, the math is simple. 100 H-1Bs times 100K is $10 million in new costs. That's a death sentence. Economic and social consequences. Short-term, some U.S. job seekers might benefit because companies will prioritize domestic hires over costly foreign sponsorships. But experts warn of unintended consequences. Companies may hire fewer people overall, startups may grow slower, and innovation pipelines, the ones behind America's next big breakthroughs, could dry up. History shows when you choke off high-skill immigration, you risk long-term productivity and even GDP growth. International reactions. Countries like Canada and some in the EU are already rolling out friendlier visa programs for skilled workers. If the U.S. becomes too expensive or too uncertain, talent will simply go elsewhere. India's tech sector, for instance, is already seeing companies shift work back home. It's a global game, and America just made itself a pricier player. Who actually wins? Here's the part nobody is talking about. Who really wins from a 100K visa fee? It's not American workers. It's not taxpayers. It's offshore service providers and foreign tech hubs, plus big companies with large overseas operations. Why? Because when it becomes too expensive to bring talent to the U.S., companies move the work out of the U.S. instead. So, ironically, a rule meant to protect American jobs could end up accelerating offshoring, sending more work and more money overseas. What you should do right now. 3 quick takeaways. Employers, review your hiring plans, talk to immigration attorneys, and explore remote hiring or alternative visas now. H-1B workers or job seekers, stay informed, keep your documents current, and explore all legal options. Policy watchers, push for smarter exemptions for startups, research institutions, and critical industries so innovation doesn't get strangled by a blanket fee. This story is far from over. Lawsuits are coming. Regulations may change. So hit that like button, subscribe, and share this video. I'll be posting updates as this unfolds. And drop a comment. Do you think this 100K fee protects American jobs? Or is it a massive own goal for the economy? Let's talk about it.